everyone, this is a new segment that we're starting for the first time in 2015 because I wanted to have a resolution to read more. I kind of go back and forth between reading books and reading magazines, and there are a lot of really awesome books out there, especially because we got books from the Birchbox Bloggers Book Club, and that kind of got me into reading a lot more books. So I decided that I would share with you the books each month that I read, like my favorite one for the month. It can be one book or it can be a series of books. Now, in advance, I'm going to tell you, most of the time, I read them on my phone or my tablet. However, if I get it from like a prize, or like if you guys are familiar with Paperback Swap, I haven't used that in a little while, but I used to. So like basically you have books that you can swap with people. If you use that, like sometimes I will get physical books, but for the most part it'll be on here. The book that we are talking about is actually a series, and it is called The Selection, and it's by Kiera Cass. Now there are three, I will say, full-length books in the series. There's The Selection, The Elite, and The One. Then there's novellas, like in between. Okay. There's also another book coming out this fall, and I cannot remember at this point what it's called. But basically what this book series is about is, I like to call it, it's like The Bachelor meets Hunger Games. And the reason why I say that is because it's The Bachelor, because it's about a prince who has to pick a wife. And because he's been very sheltered in his life, he doesn't have a way to pick a girl. So they pick a girl from every province and they bring them all to the palace, and then he starts to whittle them down to the elite, which is like, I think, the top 10. And then The One is the one he picks. So the reason why it's kind of like Hunger Games is because there's a lot of political stuff in it. So you think it's going to be like really cheesy and really like, oh, sappy romance, and it's really not. You think these girls are going to be catty, and there is some cattiness in there because they want the prince. But some people are there for different reasons. They're there to further their career, they're there to further their political agenda, they're there just to find a guy, or they're there to become royalty. They all have different reasons to be part of this competition. But in all honesty, it was a really suspenseful and good read. I blasted through all three books in probably about a week and a half, 2 weeks. It was really a good series. I highly recommend it. I know at one point, probably about 2 or 3 years ago, they wanted to make this a like made-for-TV movie on the CW, but it never got off the ground. I don't know why, because this would make a really, really good movie. If you're gonna watch The Bachelor, why not, you know, watch something with a real plot line? It's true. I mean, I know people who watch The Bachelor. I get why they like it, but not my kind of show. It just isn't. Yeah, I think it's a really good read. It is young adult oriented though, so if you don't really like that kind of thing, the good thing about young adult is it's very fast and you can read it like before you go to bed. You don't have to sit there and think about it like this is really thought-provoking. Not that kind of book. It's basically your, I don't have anything to do right now and I'd like to just relax with a book kind of books. Yeah. Also, while we're on the subject of books, I'm just about to start into the newest book out of the Dresden Files series. Ooh, what's it called? I'm gonna have to get back to you on that one. We'll have it right down there. The Dresden Files series has been a wonderful series. Like, I always do it through audiobook because I have a very busy lifestyle. The Dresden Files sucks you in. If you don't know what it is your typical mystery novel with a very atypical mystery solver. He is a wizard, really does magic. And that was a TV series also. They did a TV series based on it, but there was very few of the episodes that were close to the novels. Oh, okay. The novel series is even better than the series. If you can find the TV series, it was good. And you can treat it almost like the prequel series. But the actual book series, each book gets progressively better. Even to the point that the cover showed one of the most awesome parts. You have a wizard riding through Chicago while he was riding a zombie T-Rex wielding a shotgun. How does this not get any more awesome? A zombie T-Rex. Yes, don't get into why this happened. It's a very, very long story, but the story just keeps on getting more complex, and he gets more and more responsibility heaped on him, when before he's just kind of like, I want to isolate myself from the world, I want nothing to do with anybody, I'm just going to be a
So it's really good, and I would really recommend reading it.
Awesome.
So
those are our books for the month. Mine being young adult, and yours being more of a fantasy sci-fi
mystery
thing happening.
Yeah.
What we wanted to do is I wanted to actually show you one more book. This is one I recently just finished. It was part of the Birchbox Reading of the Month, I believe, for November. And I did a video. I will link it below. It is Amy Poehler's Yes Please. I really loved this book. The way she wrote it was amazing. It's like I said in the video before, it's like having a conversation with a friend. And what I'm going to do, because I don't usually keep around hardbound books that much because I just don't have room for them, but I'm going to give away this book to one of you. Now, the way that you're going to do this is it is going to be an Instagram only prize competition thing, all right? So what we're gonna do is we're gonna post a picture of this book on Instagram with us in it, all right? And what you need to do is you need to like the picture, you need to tag a friend in it, and you need to repost the picture with the hashtag Zany Giveaway, okay? So I can find you.
Only once.
Only once. If you do it more than one time, you are disqualified. We don't really want people spamming it. Just one entry per person.
Yeah. It makes it easier for us to track.
It does. So basically, what you need to do is find this picture, and you need to follow the directions on there. It will be all the, what do you call it? The directions?
Yeah.
Will be on the Instagram picture, including the date that this ends, okay? It's gonna be about 2 weeks after we put this video up. This giveaway will end, and then I will send you the book. And so I feel like it's kind of like a, you know, pass it on. I got it for free, now I'm giving it to you to read and enjoy as well.
And if you want to, when you're done with it, you can do a giveaway.
You can pass
Just
it
pay
on.
it forward. I think that's what she would have wanted.
Yes, please.
Yes, please.
Yes, please. All right, so that is our book club for January. I hope we get this up by January.
I hope so too.
Yeah, we've got a lot of videos.
We only got a couple days.
We have a couple giveaways also. We have a couple. So make sure you check like the channel and that you're subscribed, because there's a ton of giveaways right now and in the future that we're doing. So make sure you're there. All right. So until next time, keep calm
and stay zany.
See you later.
Bye bye.